Hello everyone. In this section, we will be learning about a new method, which is a very important method, again used for pausing the current execution of the thread. And this method is called as the join method. It is a very important method. Why? Because this method is basically used to stop the current thread's execution and the thread will enter into the waiting state. Also, the thread which has been entered into the waiting state will wait there until and unless the thread on which the join method has been invoked has ended or has ended its waiting time or has entered into the dead state. How? Let us check that out. So firstly, I will just create some of the threads over here. Is equal to new thread. This is the first thread object I have created. So for I'll be creating 3 threads overall, T1, T2 and T3. After that, let me just name them. T1 dot set name. I will name it as thread 1. Similarly, I will name T2 thread as thread 2 and T3 thread as thread 3. Now I will write their task, the task which they have to execute. What will be the task? That is very simple, as we were already performing this concept. So I have just written the loop up to 5 and I will tell it to execute. I will write the statement over here, thread dot current thread dot get name, to print the name of the thread which is currently executing, right? Now is the very important rule. Let's just check it out first how they are executing. Oh, I haven't started the threads yet, right? Start T2 dot start, T3 dot start. Let me just run it. See, 1, 2 and 3. Okay. See, the output has been mismatching. It's been different because multiple threads are executing simultaneously, so we don't know thread scheduler will execute which one thread first, right? Now is the very much important concept, the join concept. Now what I want is, if I want T3 thread should finish its task first. T3 thread should finish its task, right? Or not, I will say in another words, say this is our T1 thread, right? What I want is, I want T1 thread should finish its task completely. What I want is T1 thread should finish its task completely. Only after that, the T2 thread should start. Only after that. Okay, so what I will write it over here, I want the join method to be performed on the T1 thread. Why? Because I wanted T1 thread to perform its task completely. Only then the T2 thread can start its work because it is dependent on it. So I will write it over here, T1 dot join. Similarly, if I want T2 thread to finish its task, only then T3 should start. So again, I will put a join method on T2 thread, right? We have 3 versions of join method, in which when the task gets finished, the milliseconds you are telling and the milli in the nanoseconds. I mean, you are giving them the timing for which they have to enter into the waiting state. So they can also come out of the waiting state, number 1 point, when their task has been finished, number 2 point, when their time limit has been finished. Okay. Now the most important thing is, this join method will throw an unhandled exception. I hope everyone knows about the checked exception concept. So definitely we have to handle it by using try catch. So I will just surround it with try catch like this. Like this. Now it is very much important that firstly the T1 thread should complete its task, then T2 thread and then T3 thread. Let us now check that out if we are working correctly. Correct. Thread 1, thread 2, and then thread T. Let us run it again. Exactly the same, exactly the same, and exactly the same. So this is how join method works. Hope you guys understand. Thank you very much.